Hello everyone, I am Dr. Suranjanak Basak. I am a consultant diabetologist and endocrinologist at Reliance Hospital, Navi Mumbai, and I deal particularly with the world's booming disease called diabetes, which each and every one of us at least know someone who's suffering from diabetes, if not ourselves. After COVID, we found that there's a surge in all diabetics across all age groups, particularly between the age between 25 and 40 years, which is a very young age to have a morbid disease like diabetes. Diabetes is generally linked. Why is it that we say that diabetes is so important, or it needs your sugar control needs to be good? Why? Because we often know that diabetes affects the eyes, it affects your kidneys, it can affect your heart, it can affect your nerves, and it can affect your brain. So these are very important that we control the sugar levels to our best. Simple logic: if you have even if you leave a spoonful of sugar in your kitchen, and you'll often have within the next few minutes to an hour, you'll have a swarm of ants and insects out there. Even if you clean it, maybe for a couple of days, if you keep doing this for a couple of days, you just leave a drop of sugar or you leave a spoon of sugar, you will often find a swarm of insects and ants that come there, and they erode the surface. The surface is no longer clean, it becomes sticky. So what that does is that becomes, over a period of time, if you don't address it, then you'll have dust accumulating, you'll have some more damage to that place, and often you need to scrub it out, or you need to give very intense cleaning and deep cleaning to clean that area out. And even after that, you may still have ants coming. So something like that happens in the blood also when your sugar levels are high. It makes your blood very thick. So what are some dietary tips and tricks that you can use to control your diabetes and to control your pre-diabetes? If you're a pre-diabetic, then it is very important to not end up being a diabetic. So what are a few things that you can do? Start with your breakfast at 8 in the morning. Breakfasts can be healthy, happy. There's no need to limit your quantity in your breakfast particularly. But obviously, आप छोले भटूरे या आलू पूरी सुबह हर दिन नहीं खाएंगे. Every once in a while, it is fine that you have that. But breakfast at 8, have a fruit at 11. You can have all fruits every day except if you're having mangoes, bananas, chikus and grapes. These are 4 fruits that if you have these, then you can have it only twice a week. Apart from this, every other fruit can be eaten every single day. There's no restriction on it. So you in fact, it is mandated that at 11 o'clock you should be having, any time during the day. 11 o'clock is just one of the times that I've suggested. Between 1 to 2 you should have your lunch. Your lunch should be mainly 50% of salads and vegetables. The other 50% is supposed to be your rice or roti, dal or non-veg. So if you are a non-vegetarian and if you like having rice, these are 2 things that you should be having only for lunch preferably, and that to 3 to 4 times a week. At 4 or 5 o'clock you can have something like a tea or coffee of your choice, whichever one you like, and it's fine. It is absolutely fine to have 1 teaspoonful of sugar in it or 1 teaspoonful of jaggery in it. There is no need for you to go ahead with artificial sweeteners, because what that does is plays a game with your head. You're like, I've controlled this sugar, I did not have tea today, I controlled my sugar out here. So the same psychology is going to work when you immediately see a samosa or a rasgulla. You'll be like, हाँ आज मैंने वो sacrifice किया है, तो मैं ये खा सकता हूँ, which is not the thing that you have to do. So breakfast at 8, a fruit at 11, lunch at 1, tea or coffee by 5, and then again you can have dinner by 8. If you're often a person who sleeps late, you can, and if you feel hungry, you can go ahead and have half a glass of milk. What is something that I would really advise you to go ahead with is have a 1 liter bottle, and every morning either add jeera powder to it or just few jeera seeds in it. You can add pumpkin seeds, you can add coriander, you can add cucumber, you can add ginger, you can add simply a lemon. Just squeeze it and let it be in that 1 liter bottle. Make sure that you have that over the next 4 to 5 hours, and room temperature water. So it's very important that you try and avoid cold water and have more of normal room temperature water if your target is to lose weight, or if your target is to control your sugars. Similarly, limit your oil, salt and sugar. So how much ever oil or salt or sugar you're using currently, bring it down by half a teaspoon every week. So if you're using 6 spoons of oil to cook your food, try using 5.5 spoons from this week. Maybe use 5 spoons from next week. So what it does is slowly, and till how long do you go ahead with it? Every week try reducing it by half a spoon till the time you're 50% low from your current use of oil and salt or sugar. So these are certain ways that you can try, and these are achievable goals. These do not take a lot of your effort or a lot of your time. It is something जिसमें the housewife or the mother of the house does not have to struggle too much. And this is something which needs to be followed for every person in the house. The moment one particular person turns out to be a diabetic, it is important that the house patterns change. Because जो बीमारी घर में 30-40 की उम्र के बीच में आ रही है, it is a definite thing that in the next generation it's going to come down 10 years sooner. So your kids might get it when they are just 20 or 25. So that's how you can try moving around your diet, and making these modifications will definitely help control your sugars. And this is something that we very actively follow at Reliance. In fact, we've started a very, very active program in remission of diabetes, where we are helping patients such as you or the pre-diabetics in the house to reverse their diabetes. The new fad of reversal of diabetes, I think it's better you try and get it done with a doctor. And we at Reliance are doing that very, very actively. So I would strongly recommend that if you follow these kind of tips, and if this is something that relates to you, you should definitely come down here and we can help you with a customized plan for yourself. Thank you.